Yes, welcome back. We are still on Let Me Die Alone by John Colosa Kargbo. But this time, we are not looking at the plot structure. We are looking at it against the background of the characters and characterization. Now, the first character on our list is Banya. Banya, of course, is the chief of the Seneu kingdom in the Mende traditional society. And he has a wife called Madame Yoko. Of course, he's a very strong man, but there is one thing about him. He is one-sided in his dealings. That was why he actually fought George Cocker using his own brother, John Cocker, what eventually landed him in trouble with the white man. The white man came and, of course, punished him for doing so. And, of course, he's a man who actually sees the future. All right? As a result, when the white man sent a message that he was coming, he had a feeling that there was trouble. And indeed, that same trouble came to pass because the white man came and dealt with him. And he also told the wife that he was going to hand over the chiefdom of Sineu to her. All right? And eventually, he did that at the point of death. And we see Madame Yoko. Madame Yoko is the wife of Banya. Banya has 37 wives. But Madame Yoko is the favorite of the 37 wives. And of course, by the end of the day, at the point of death, Banya handed over the chiefdom of Seneu to her. All right? And one thing we know about Madame Yoko is her inordinate ambition. She is desirous of being the chief of the Seneu kingdom by all means. That's why she could fight anybody at all costs. And we talk about Lamboi. Lamboi is, of course, the brother to Madame Yoko. Is of course also having what they call inordinate ambition, and he's a very wicked fellow. He wanted to actually kill the sister to take over the chiefdom of Seneo. He was the one that also championed the killing of Banya alongside Musa, because when the white man came and punished, Banya, they quickly took the opportunity, prepared concussion, and they added poison to it, and they gave it to Banya to take, that it will cure the problem that the white man has created for him. It was when the guy took it that he eventually died. And when he died, it was as dark as charcoal. Now, you see this Musa that we find on the board right here. He's a seer. He's the medicine man in the land. He connives with Lamboi to, of course, kill Banya. Both of them, Musa and Lamboi, also connived and they killed Geneva so as to tie the death to Madame Yoko, so that people will begin to feel that Madame Yoko, of course, tried to become more powerful by killing little children. All right, and we see Ndapi. Ndapi is the warrior in the land of Seneu. All right, he has a wife who is no lawyer called Jilo. Jilo, of course, goes out with another lover known as Lansana. Together, Jilo and Ndapi have a child called Geneva that was killed by the duo of Lamboi and Musa. Then, of course, Lansana was later punished by Madame Yoko, all right, because of the fact that he has gone to sleep with someone else who is a wife, Jilo. Now, we talk about Fani and Musu. Both of them are just the maids of Madame Yoko, all right? They are the maids of Madame Yoko in the text. Nothing much is really said about them. Now, we talk about the themes. Themes, of course, are universal ideas explored in the literary work. First, we have a power tussle. The desire to wrestle power from Banya is the reason why Musa and Lamboi had to kill the said man, Banya. And of course, the desire to, of course, maintain the chiefdom of Seneu alongside other territories that she has conquered is what eventually led to the death of Madame Yoko, because she can't afford to stand the shame of the white man coming to tell her that she should let go some of her territorial controls. All right? Instead of actually accepting that defeat, she would rather kill herself. And that's why when other servants want to die with her, she said no, that she has been enjoying the kingdom alone. It is time for her to also die alone. And we talk about inordinate ambition. Of course, it is also tied to power tussle. She has that excessive, inordinate ambition. She's highly desirous. She's highly determined of becoming, the queen after the demise of the husband. She could do everything humanly possible to defend her territory. And because of her inordinate ambition, she had conquered several territories, and several territories have become hers. All right, and that was why the white man had sent her a message for her to relinquish, for her to let go some of her territories because she's becoming too powerful. All right, and because she couldn't stand the shame, she had to kill herself. And we talk about theme of ambition. Now, Lambo is highly ambitious, wanting to wrestle power from his sister. And that was why he also struck on a deal to kill the sister, but all to no avail. Because he wanted to take over power by all means. That was the reason he struck a deal with Musa, the medicine man, and killed Manyang, killed Geneva, and on the verge of killing the sister too. But it never saw the light of the day, although the sister later commits suicide. And that's that. In our next video, we are going to look at A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare.